And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll begin here with Bernard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Check. Right 54. Right 54.
Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll buy some time right. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down by
defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. All tied up, 6-6, our score after 1.
6-6.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
81.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Ross on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now they go play action now. Burrow flushed out right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
17-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wentz going to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught by Jackson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Wentz's pass.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Uzama. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete.
A big play there for the Bengals. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Rolling to his right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Accepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A gain of 3, second down.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This pass complete, wins to Ertz. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this,
the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Sack.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now here's Ross. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Pirine. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. 4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Here we go on 4th down with Burrow. And this is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run with Sanders. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
A gain of a
tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Past the 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Brought down by Nate Gehring. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete to Tyler
Boyd. 3rd down gain of 19.
A gain of 19 yards.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Slant pass to Boyd.
Complete to
it's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
On the play, but it's 3rd down.
Now a carry for Pirine. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll run. This is Bernard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now a carry for Bernard. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. And that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. With it is Jackson. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercept. Jesse Bates, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the Bengals 11-yard.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. To return it, Darius Phillips. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Derek Barnett. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Miles Sanders.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Rager. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wentz to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Flushed out right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open. I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Running on 1st down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seat.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big 2nd half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.